Welcome back. So you may have heard, of course, about the famous gratin dauphinois, which is the potato gratin, sometimes called the dauphinoise potato. You may want to know that the region Le Dauphiné was a province of France in southeastern France that englobes plenty of little regional towns near the town of Grenoble. And they have plenty of specialties, not only the gratin. The gratin is actually one of hundreds of recipes that exist just in that tiny region. Just to tell you that French food, in fact, has got plenty of undiscovered secret. What we're going to do today is one of the hearty soup that is usually made by the ski station. It's called the dauphinoise soup. Or what you need: leek, carrot, onion, some white beans, tomato, some stock and some cream. And it has to be eaten with plenty of toasted bread. So I'm quite curious. Let's make this together. Now, one of the things that really surprised me with that soup is that there is no potatoes, because most of the French soup, when there is a leek in there and onions, you will have a potato. Here, you can see it's southeastern France and it's going to be different. So the onions, the carrot, the leeks, and instead of potatoes, we got the starch with the beans here, the white beans pre-cooked out of the tin, and the tomatoes. Quite interesting, the influence from the south as well. Cream is standard, and the big loaf of bread. That's typical in the mountain, they're gonna crush this bread and, roast it in the grill and then dip it in the soup. That's how it's meant to be eaten, this kind of soup. For the liquid, you've got options. You can make it with only stock. That's gonna be the best option, or with only water. Okay, that's gonna have less taste, of course. I'm gonna go halfway, like I'm gonna do half water, half stock, so that we can find a happy medium that doesn't cost the earth. So let me cut everything and show you the mise en place. Et voilà, all done. The mise en place consists of thinly slicing everything: the leeks, the carrot, the onion, rinse the beans, measure all the rest of the ingredients, have some butter ready. We're gonna use a little bit of olive oil as well, and I have a small stock pot, something big enough to make about 1 liter of soup. We're making a small amount for 4 people. Let's go on the stove. This is gonna happen on a medium heat. Okay, I've got my tablespoon of olive oil and I'm gonna melt all the butter. Okay, we're gonna wait for it to foam. The butter is foaming away, and now, even though it looks like lots of fat, we have to put everything in there. And that's a lot. So we've got the leeks, the onion, and the carrots. Okay, and we get to mix all that. And this has to cook gently for a good 15 minutes. So first thing to do, you're gonna mix gently everything, toss everything into the butter. Now this is the crucial part of the recipe. You can put your timer on 20 minutes and you need to stir the whole lot from time to time, and you're gonna see it's gonna start to gently cook without coloration. Okay, you don't want any coloration. And it's called cooked à l'étuvée. And we're gonna partly cover and wait 20 minutes to cook or pre-cook all of these before we can go any further with that recipe. And that's an important step, so don't skip it. So it's been 15 minutes for me. It looks fine. As you can see, there's no coloration. Okay, it starts to dry and stick at the bottom a little bit. That tells me it is ready, no need to go any further. So immediately we're gonna put the beef stock. It is usually beef stock that you can use. Okay, so kind of deglaze with that. And with this, of course, the beans and the tomato. You would note that I've not added any salt yet, because you have to be very careful when you make any soup. But you can add a little bit. So I'm going to add a teaspoon of rock salt in there. Another thing you're going to notice, which is unusual, there's always thyme and bay leaf in soup. This one does not have any of this. Okay, so I'm going to start to mix, and this is only half a liter. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to top up with another half liter of water. Another thing when you make soup as well, avoid using tap water, use filtered water or mineral water. It is extremely important for the final taste of the soup. Okay, so I'm going to raise the heat slightly to bring this to a simmer. When it's simmer, we're going to lower the heat and leave this to cook gently, very, very gently for 30 minutes. The soup has reached simmer point. As you can see, there's little bubbles in there. So I'm going to reduce my heat to very low. I've got my timer on 30 minutes. I'm going to put this on. Up. These are the ingredients we're going to use at the end. So if you want, the last thing you can do is a bit of pepper. Okay. And mix everything gently. A bit like that. Okay. And then we're going to put a lid on, partly cover, and we go for 30 minutes, and I'll see you then. Alright, so I'm doing a voiceover here because my sound, didn't work for that one. So when the soup is ready, when it's cooked after 30 minutes, you're gonna add the cream. It's 2 or 3 tablespoons. It's up to you. This is creme fraiche. You can use a thick cream if you want. After that, I'm gonna put on some parsley that I've chopped, but the real recipe uses sorrel leaves that have been sauteed in butter, and they're just served in the plate or the dish where you serve the soup. But parsley works really well. You can leave this to cook for 5 minutes, and a final seasoning to the soup is all it needs before we can just dig in. So let's go. All right, so now that the soup is ready, the first thing I've noticed is that the beans have kind of disappeared. So what I've done, I've already poured some extra white beans on here, and I'm gonna then pour the soup over because they're part of the experience. So let's put some beans in, some carrots, a bit of garnish in there, boom, lovely. Okay, so let's add some extra parsley because I love it just before digging in, and let's try it with the beans. And the cream and the herbs like the parsley, the sorrel will make that soup. It's well seasoned, and I like the fact that when you crunch on these beans, they replace potatoes, that starchiness. It's little pleasures. But what they say, apparently, the way it's being eaten is with these. You have to dip or dunk these crusty breads all over, and then try to crunch it, and that was better. And look at this, we're done. So what did I think about the soup dauphinoise? I put all the ingredients. You got the beans, the tomatoes, the carrots, the leeks, because it feels like 3 soups in one. Sometimes the tomato pulls you towards thinking, oh, I'm eating a tomato soup, sometimes a bean soup, and sometimes a classic vegetable soup from northern France. But all the combination of these things together with the stocks and the cream works well. I thought that the parsley at the end really helps to add some freshness, and if you were to use sorrel leaf, it would be great. The bread is absolutely a must-have as well. I would not do this soup just with water because you're gonna miss out. But for the rest, it is really something worth trying. But that's it for the video for this week. As always, if you have any question, use the comment section, share your pictures on Instagram, and if you want to join us or support us, Patreon and the Culinary School. I'll see you all next week for another French cooking video. Take care all, bye-bye. you